This video is showing a flood truck that I bought from Copart, and I'll show you a couple things before I show you the outside. You can see all the dirt, and you can see all this, and here's the seats. Oh, yeah, they're good and dirty. They was dirtier. I actually knocked them off, but here's a picture of the outside. It's a pretty nice truck. I actually gave more than I wanted for it, but it's got the Line X liner, which is a really big plus. That's a really big bonus. But it didn't get in the engine. I'll show you that on the camera. You can see it's clean oil. It looks like it was just changed. And even though it did get up here, motor and transmission, neither one had water in it. I haven't tried to crank it yet because I want to make sure there's nothing in the cylinders before I do. You can see that right there. You can see some of the debris in the grill. And there's the official water line, which it was higher than that. When I got the truck, I was going to show you the water line actually, where the actual water line actually was. Now you can see right here, and I estimate, you can see that line there. And it goes all the way up to the base of the instrument cluster. It didn't make it to the instrument cluster. The instrument cluster works. I took all this off this fuse box. I'm going to replace the fuse box. I'm going to place that down there. I put power to it just to see what it would do, and I didn't try to turn it over. But all the interior, or all the lights on the dash turned on, the headlights and all that worked. I don't know. I'm going to change the dash because a lot of the gauges or a lot of the, like, all this shit's all rusted, and this probably, I mean, that was underwater. This was underwater, which is fine. I have an aftermarket stereo. I mean, all the speakers have to be changed. And that window doesn't roll up, so I think the motor's froze. This window moves, turns, and everything. It could be the switch over there. I'll change the switch to see, but you can see down here. There you go. Here's the water, and it got up to there. But I took the carpet out a little earlier. I picked this up yesterday, and I took the carpet out of it, and I have pictures of the carpet from when they actually inventoried the truck in Copart, and it was all full of mud, which you can see. Here's one of the floor mats, but here's the carpet now. Pretty much came completely clean. I'm going to steam clean it just to make sure that I get all the residual crap out of the whole thing. I mean, even though I left some of this on there just to show you that this is actually the carpet that came from the truck. You see, but this stuff is not thick. It's very easy to clean, and I mean, you can see what happened. I mean, I just scratched it off and just vacuumed it out real good, and that pretty much took care of it. Plus, I picked it up and slammed it around and got all the dust out of it. It's probably got some in the matting, which, like I said, I'm going to steam clean it. But that carpet looks amazing. I mean, the carpet almost looks like new. It's only got one spot back here from behind the driver's seat that's got a little stain. But the carpet looks better than my truck that's got 86,000 miles. So I'm pretty stoked about that. But I will show what all I'm actually going to have to replace in this truck. I'm pretty sure that I wouldn't have to change the harness itself, but I'm sure I'll have to change the fan motor there because I know it was underwater. I know the cruise control thing was probably underwater. I know all that was probably underwater, so I'll probably have to change all that. I know I'll have to change speakers, stereo. I want to change the dash. I'm just going to put my dash out of my wreck truck in it, and I'm actually buying a Ranger Edge wiring harness that's got the fog lights and the cruise and all that stuff. So I want this thing to I'm putting the Edge painted grill in it. I'm going to put the 06 bumper on it with the fog lights. 06, 07. You can see it's got a little bit of water in there. It's crazy as the headlights don't have water and taillights don't have water, but when I took this apart, there was actually water in this. You can see there's still a little bit wet. There was still actually water in that, which isn't particularly surprising. But yeah, there was water in it, and you see there. Now you can see. I don't know how long it was underwater, but I know that it's a very fixable truck, and I know that it'll most likely fire up as long as the computer didn't get fried, which I don't really care, because I'm putting an 05 Ranger wiring harness in it, and computer, and it's not going to have the transponder key like this one does. Is an 04. So it's not a plug and play thing, which I don't really care about that. I know that it's going to be a very sweet truck, and I'm happy to get it. Right now, trucks are so very expensive. And oh yeah, one more thing I'm going to do, even though I know this engine's good and I'm probably going to sell it. It's got about 90,000 miles on it. I am going to get it running before I do. But I'm actually buying a motor with 8,000 miles on it to put in it. I just want to start with a fresh canvas. I'm going to get my transmission rebuilt out of my wrecked 05. It's got 86,000 miles on it. I'm going to put a shift kit in it, and I'm going to do modifications to the transmission to make it where it's heavy duty, where it'll pull. Because I tow a lot with my truck. My wrecked 05 down there that I kept from Copart, it's got 86,000 rough miles, because most of the miles I put on that truck was towing. And but I had an asshole come out of a bar and hit me when I was pulling out of a yard sale, so it got totaled. But I'm going to show more stuff as I replace it, but I just wanted to show a video of this truck. I'm very happy that I bought it, even though I'm not particularly a fan of Auto Bidmaster's fees. I think the fees are absolutely, highway robbery, but I digress. You can complain, or you can just focus on getting your vehicle the way you want it, and that's what I choose to do. I'm gonna get it the way I want it, and it's gonna be a nice truck. It actually looks really nice now. It's a good looking truck. I mean, it's a good looking truck, and you can tell it's been well took care of. It doesn't have a hitch on it, so it's never really been towed with. Although the transmission and the motor are still a mystery, because I know it was running when I bought it, or before it got flooded, so I know that it's most likely very mechanically sound, and it doesn't really have any rust except for one little spot back here, which it looks like it might have been damaged, and it just popped a little bit of rust. So that's going to suck, because that stuff's not cheap. Any kind of rust repair, even if it's a tiny little spot like that's not cheap. But other than that, the frame's beautiful, and it's a really nice truck, so I'm happy with it. But I thank you for watching this video. I hope that it inspires somebody to make something, build something of their own. Mostly, I don't buy vehicles that's running. I always like to build them myself. My truck was one thing that I didn't buy, because it was an inheritance from my grandfather. And so now that that's totaled, it's a new chapter, and I'm building me a Ranger. But thank you for watching. You have a nice evening. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe, and take care, and cherish your family. Goodbye.